you know, what a woman does when she experiences trauma. She puts it in a box and you push it down, and then one little thing you'll hear, and you'll just, you know, experience that PTSD and those traumas all over again. And even as uncomfortable as it might be, you know, having this conversation with you now, it's the fact the statistics are like 1 in 4 women and men, not like 1 in 4 women and men will experience sexual violence in their lifetime.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl, and today we're in our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, hanging out with singer and songwriter Raye. Raye, so nice to see you.
Hello, good to see you.
First and foremost, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It's so cute. You guys didn't get to see this off camera, but Raye brought cookies.
I did.
That you've been passing around to every single crew member.
Yes.
We have them here.
Yes.
Look at these
so
little
cute.
Raye cookies.
And there's a QR code on the back as well that directly links you to the album, so yeah.
How do they taste, Raye? Are they good?
They're really good. I had 3.5 already. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this next. Do you love Valentine's Day? Are you a holiday gal?
Do you know what? I've been single for like the last 6 years. So Valentine's Day to me is a day of self-love and loving myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Face
you need
masks,
that.
bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you like being single? Do you like that lifestyle? Are you like, is love important for you at the moment?
I would love to find someone, but I don't want to be, I've had enough of wasting my time. Do you know what I mean?
I feel
want
that.
one person. I want you to be the one. Like, none of that other stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I feel that as well. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, what about you?
Oh, no, very single, but in the same way. It's like, it's all about self-love today.
Yeah,
so
come on.
we're on the same page.
Absolutely.
But you're here in New York. We're at our studios in New York. And you're also here for your first New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
How has it been?
It's been really a whirlwind. First of all, I had a car with my name on it. I was like, oh my God. It was so dramatic. Sorry. Yeah, I had a car and it had like my name and album stuff printed on it, which was like embarrassing but cool. You know, you got to make these bold moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, we pulled up. I went to the Coach show and I sat next to I Spice.
Oh, I know. I saw. You know, I got to ask you about that.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
Are you guys friends? I love that. I love that combination.
It was the first time we met, but they were like, you know, I really like your music, like, I'm really happy for you and all of this. And I was like, you listen to my music? Great, wow. Yeah.
Would y'all ever do a collab?
Oh my gosh.
Could you
yeah,
imagine?
if it arose, definitely. I think they're both such talented artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, we're also talking about your music. You're such a talented artist. My 21st Century Blues is out now, which first and foremost, congratulations. I told you before, it's so phenomenal. I've had it on repeats. And I feel like we see so many different themes that you explore in this album. For you, what were the things that came to mind that you really wanted to articulate through this body of work?
Well, I think like in this album, I wanted to be very, very honest. I think it's a super personal album. You know, I'm covering so many different subjects and topics as well, like, you know, some deep and dark and then some a bit warmer. You know, there's a song called Body Dysmorphia, which is kind of what it says on the tin. Environmental anxiety, about my fear of like climate change on the planet. And Ice Cream Man, which is a really tough one. That's about sexual violence. It's really extreme. There's a song called Bust It Down about shaking your bum. And yeah, there's like different flavors, you know.
You had the full, yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because I feel like as a woman listening to it, there's so many things that I related to. And I remember I read a story about the first time you played Ice Cream Man and looking out, and there was a lot of other women crying that had heard that story. What was it like for you sharing this moment? And did you feel like you were in a place where you could share it to the world? Because I'm sure that was also a very vulnerable, personal story that, you know, that happened to you.
Yeah. I think it's the kind of subject that it's overwhelming, and I think the song for me is so bittersweet. Like, there are moments I'm so proud and I'm like, yes, and there are moments where I'm like, why did I share this, you know? But the main point is, I believe as a writer and as an artist, you know, honesty is so important, and I think it's something that I personally kept everything I went through just boxed in and bottled down and pushed down. And you know, I saw this even clip of Lady Gaga who put it so excellently one time. She was saying, you know, what a woman does when she experiences trauma, she puts it in a box and you push it down, and then one little thing you'll hear and you'll just, you know, experience that PTSD and those traumas all over again. And even as uncomfortable as it might be, you know, having this conversation with you now, it's the fact the statistics are like 1 in 4 women and men, not like 1 in 4 women and men will experience sexual violence in their lifetime, which is a huge statistic. And I think in the grand scheme of, you know, life, it's something that I knew for me I needed to speak about within the safe confines of a song, you know?
Totally. Like during that process, was it a therapeutic process for you? Like did it help you, you know, come to terms with the situation?
I think it's a tough one because I think to like really tell that story, you also have to go back there.
Yeah.
Like we shot a video actually for it that I haven't even, I've been putting off watching the finished edit that I need to approve the grade, but it's just sat there. I've left it like for weeks. Because it's tough. Like you do have to go back there to tell those stories. Yeah. I think that's what art is, you know, and you know it is tough at times, but I'm proud of myself for saying my story in my own words, and I've received so much overwhelming messages from so many people inspired to talk to loved ones or to talk about their situation, even if just to me, you know, and the fact that something I've created is able to do that for someone else, not just me, is you know, sadly beautiful.
It really is. And I just want to commend you. Thank you so much for sharing that story and that bravery, because like you said, I do feel like so many women, I mean, so many things in the album. I was listening to, you touched on this, body dysmorphia. I want to talk about that one too.
Yeah, we went in.
That one shook, that rocked me. Rocked me. And sadly, I feel like it's like you said, it's just all too relatable.
Yeah. That one again, it's so, I think especially in the generation we're in now, right, we're all contributors to social platforms, which means in our heads we have to fit this kind of mold of what we deem to be beautiful or perfection or whatever. And I think even individually, psychologically, what that can do to you, you know, and we all have insecurities, and it's definitely something I've battled a lot with, but it's also something I don't speak about because it's embarrassing or awkward. So for me, it sounds more beautiful in a song than it does in my head.
Do you find it's easier as a songwriter to express your feelings in song more so than to say it out loud?
For sure.
Really?
Yeah, I remember even with that song in particular, I had to sit down. I was with Mike and Feli, my engineer, and the producer who I'd done it with, and I had to be like, okay, I'm going to read you the lyrics, and then I'm going to record them. Please don't say anything. This is really awkward. And I'm like, I'm like reading them out, and I'm like, this is so awkward because it is uncomfortable. It's extremely personal, but I listen back and I'm like, especially because we put like a sexy beat underneath to contrast the feeling. I'm like, I can digest this. Maybe I feel this way right now, but this song sounds nice.
That's also how I felt about Escapism too, where it's like, I mean, it took over the internet, which is insane, but it's sexy, but it's like the lyrics are intense as well.
It's actually a really sad song. If you was to take away the beat, you'd be like, someone come and get this poor girl and take her home.
Tell us about Escapism, because I know so many of our fans love this song, and they found it online or they found your music because of it. Yeah. Did you have any idea that Escapism was going to really take off the way it did?
Absolutely no idea at all. And maybe, I mean, I love the song so much. Like before it came out, I used to play it all the time. The idea of, you know, I remember I made this TikTok like ages ago when it was just starting to reach people's eardrums, and I was like, I was so emotional, I was crying. I was like, all that I wanted was people to hear this music, you know what I mean? And to have something that I love so much, because I've released a lot of like dance things and big pop songs in the past that have reached a lot of people's eardrums that I'm not necessarily like, oh my God, I love this. I'm like, you know, but for a song that I'm so passionate about and a story that's told my way and so explicitly and so without compromise, to have connected like this, it's just that like the ultimate
You're
validation.
Glad it's this one that really captured people.
Oh yes, I really am, because I love this song.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, well we thought before, we're gonna play another game, but I thought we could do a quick rapid fire about your album if you're down to hear a few more of the tracks.
Okay.
So what's the song on the album that you're most proud of? First thing that comes to mind.
Body Dysmorphia.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about a song that almost didn't make it? Was there one?
Worth It.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Was so happy, and like sweet and technically kind of the odd one out in a way.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, and that's an old song. I've had it for so long.
And you're like, I
I
need
was
to
like,
have
come
it.
on, let's just put it near the end. It'll be the warm lift.
Warm lift.
Need.
Okay, I'm glad you kept it. What about song you love to perform live?
Song I like, Escapism, is
Yeah, you
giving.
can't go
Everyone's
wrong.
screaming at me. I'm like,
In the back of a taxi. No, I'm going to scream it at you. I can't wait. Song that took the longest to write.
well, technically, Oscar winning Tears, it was written ages ago.
Oh, right.
But I
Okay.
rewrote it a couple years later with a couple lyric changes and a new perspective. But the chorus was mostly the same. So
But you had
technically,
the
that
idea.
one,
You knew like the through line
Yes,
for that one.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
What about song that wrote itself?
the song that wrote itself, probably Ice Cream Man.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it just kind of fell out.
And you said you wrote that one when you were
19.
19.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's heavy.
What about your favorite lyrics on the album?
We don't need self-motivation, robots will take all our jobs. That's from my environmental anxiety. That made me laugh. I like the lyric.
Wait, that's funny. I like that.
Thank
Okay. What is the track that your fans love the most so far right now?
Ooh.
Besides-
Flip a Switch.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're eating it up. I was like, is that the one we're feeling?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we thought. Oh, by the way, speaking of your fans, I wanted to ask you this. Your fans call themselves the Raye Gang, but you said you're trying to find some other names. Is that
I
you're
need
trying
a
to, like,
fandom
You're
name.
still any updates on that? I wanted to ask.
No, like this is the thing. I feel like my name is short, so I should be able to find lots of puns, like raisin, or like someone said radiators. I was like, no.
Radiators.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Bring the heat.
Do you know what I mean? Prayers, which could be cute. I don't know. Like, I don't want to commit to one and be like, why did I choose this 5 years later?
Okay, so for the fans watching, make sure you write your suggestions
Help
in the
me
comments.
out,
Okay, we're gonna
please.
pick our
But
favorites.
it needs to be good, and if it's good, we'll run with it, and I'll give you the credit that you're due. Talking
We'll
to you
commit.
right there. Okay, thanks.
I love it. Okay, so Raye, last thing we thought we could play today is we thought we could do a little dramatic reading. So we are also, all of us here are obsessed with your song, Escapism.
Okay.
We love the lyrics. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring out your lyrics. And our producers have fixed them up. So I'm going to read some, you're going to read the others. And we're just going to read them dramatically as if we're having a conversation. And we're going to cut it into a scene as in like an old black and white film. Okay, so Raye, are you ready? Scene 1. I'm sleazing and I'm teasing and I was sitting on him. All my diamonds are dripping on him.
Sorry. Okay, good, let's go. I met him at the bar.
Oh, no way, okay.
Yeah, it was 12 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ordered 2 more wines.
Oh, yeah.
Because tonight, I want him.
Well, a little context, if you care to listen. I found myself in a shit possession.
Did the man that you love sit you down last night and tell you that was over? Because that was a dumb decision.
Dumb decision. And I don't want
Not
to
the
feel...
French accent.
I want to feel my heart is ripping. In fact, I don't want to feel, so I'm going to stick to sipping.
Do you know what? You should go out on a town on a simple mission. And you should wear a little black dress.
Let's...
Because that shit will be
Yeah, it is! And scene? No, it's
What
hysterical.
experience.
Okay, are you ready to? Let's do one more scene.
Not me reading the lyrics
Yeah,
as if I don't know them. So.
Okay, Raye, I'm just a heartbroken bitch in my high heels that are 6-inch.
Are you in the back of the nightclub sipping champagne? Was that you?
That was me. I don't trust any of these bitches that I'm with in here. Looking at you, Joe.
Damn, Joe. Am I allowed to read that next line?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the ones in the back of the taxi sniffing cocaine.
There was all these drunk calls, drunk tears, drunk sex, drunk text. You know how they get.
Yeah, to be honest, I was looking for a man who was on the same page.
Yeah, now it's back into the intro, back to the bar.
To the Bentley. Should go back to the hotel. 2 miles away.
I don't want to feel how I did last night. I'm still hungover.
I don't want to feel what I did last night.
Raye, everyone's seen! Okay, you deserve an Oscar. I deserve nothing. I'm terrible.
What do you mean? You did so good.
Raye, you are hysterical. Thank you for being here, for playing our
Thank
games,
you.
and congratulations again. Everyone watching, make sure you stream Raye's new album, My 21st Century Blues. It's out now on iHeartRadio. Can we give it up one more time for Raye in our iHeartRadio studios? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.